I built a calisthenics system for fat guys who are told to lose weight first. You see, I I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, hundreds of videos, calisthenic transformations, and the main thing I saw within all of them was the fact that everybody that starts it is skinny. They all start staying skinny and then they gain weight. I haven't come across one person that went from fat to fit doing calisthenics. I'd search up fat to fit calisthenics, calisthenics progression from fat to fit, and I wouldn't see anyone that did it. I always wondered to myself, do I have to lose weight first? Everyone said, lose weight before you start calisthenics. It'll make it easier. It's so much better for you. I believed them. This is what happened because I believed them. I've been wanting to do calisthenics since 2020, 2018 actually. I don't have clips then because I didn't think I'd be making videos when I grow up, right? But this was 2022 when I first started training for calisthenics. Well, not training, but when I wanted to train. But I was still overweight. I wasn't fat. In my head, I was obese, but I was still overweight, right? So I was thinking, oh, I have to lose weight first. I have to do this, I have to do that. That never worked. Because at the start of the year, I always went back to that fat version of me. For 4 years straight, the most I would lose is like 20 pounds. And this was my diet, by the way. I was eating clean, except for all the sugar and stuff I'd eat. That was my biggest problem. My biggest problem was my sugar addiction. I would eat so much sugar. Dude, it's insane. That's what made me fat. That's what kept me fat. And because of that, I never really got to start calisthenics because I was limiting myself from doing it. I was stopping myself from starting because I was like, you're too fat. You need to lose weight first. But how do I go from fat to losing weight if I don't enjoy what I'm doing? I hated dieting. I loved eating what I wanted to eat. So I thought to myself, how can I do both? That's that's actually January. That's when I decided to make a change. This was me, January of this year, 2025, and this is me now. We're in August. 7 months. In 7 months, I lost 45 pounds doing only calisthenics. No weightlifting, none of that bullshit. I strictly did calisthenics. And the biggest thing that changed it for me was becoming obsessed. It was using my addiction to my own favor. You see, I have a very addictive personality. And that just means I either go 100% on something or 0%. I never half ass anything. I either do the bare fucking minimum or I do the most. Same with my diet. I'd do the bare minimum of eating right, but 20 minutes later, I'm here chowing down chocolate and fucking chocolate milk. You know what I mean? It's the same with cows. I just figured out what it was that was wrong with me and used it to my advantage. And I realized I have an obsessive personality. And I'm like, well, if I'm obsessed with calisthenics, shouldn't help. That's when I decided. January, I decided to be obsessed. I decided, it only took one night, by the way, to become obsessed with calisthenics. And I did it. Within 2 months, I lost, what, 25, 30 pounds in 2 fucking months. And then from then on, it was easy. It was the easiest thing I've ever done. The easiest thing I've ever done. And when I say I went 100%, I mean I went 100%. I cut out carbs completely. I went on a high protein, high fat diet. Well, honestly, it wasn't even a diet. I enjoyed it. I loved eating it. I loved eating steak every day. I loved eating ground beef every day. I loved eating eggs every day. I became obsessed with it. When people asked me about it, I had this like fire that lit up in my eyes. I could talk to someone about this shit for 5 hours straight, and nothing would change. It became a part of me. That's when I saw the biggest changes. Within 3 months, I got my first muscle up. I went from doing three pull ups, three max pull ups. I could only do three pull ups to a muscle up in 3 months just because I was obsessed. I was so obsessed, I had no cheat days. None. That's how obsessed you need to become with this shit to get the fastest fucking results. You need to make this your life. Think of it as this is my life's purpose. This is what I was made on this earth to do. Because unless you think of it that way, you're not going to give it your all. You're not going to give it 100%. This is what needs to change the most. All this is just a side effect of figuring this shit out. The shit up here. This is the system I built. The first thing you need to do is find out what you can do. And this is calisthenics wise, right? How many pull ups can you do? How many dips can you do? Those two. What skills can you do? Can you hold an L sit? Can you not hold an L sit? Can you do a handstand? How are you upside down? Are you scared of falling over? I want you to be as detailed as possible when you figure this out. Step two is find out what you want to be able to do. Figure out what is it that I want to do in the next, 1 year, 2 years. From where I am now, where do I want to go? What skills do I want to be able to achieve? How much weight do I want to get to? How do I want to look? How do I want to feel? And again, be as detailed as possible. The more detailed you are, the more specific you can make your program. Now, this is the most important part. Step three. Find out why you haven't been able to do what you've wanted to do. What's been holding you back? What have you tried? Why did that fail? Because again, this isn't for everyone. I mean, if you start this, you'll get the same results as I did within 6 months. But it's not for everyone. Not everyone can do it. And I'm telling a lot of people, your entire family will tell you not to do it. But when you see the results that you get, they'll start doing it with you. When you start, they'll be like, what are you doing? This is wrong. You shouldn't be eating this. I don't want to help you with this. Your parents, your aunts, your uncles, their friends, they'll tell you not to do it. But keep going. Trust me. Because the day you look like this, they'll ask you what you did. Right? So find out why you aren't able to do what you want to do. Once you figure that out, you need to start today, right fucking now. I mean, go upstairs, get all that junk that you keep in your kitchen, throw it out. Change your environment. Stop buying that bullshit snacks, those bullshit cookies, those Oreos, those whatever the hell you like to eat, the junk food, the pizzas, the burgers, the chicken nuggets. Like, remove them from your house. Change your environment. That's the biggest thing that changed for me was I told my mom, you don't need to do this for, a year or two. Just for 3 days. I told my mom for 3 days, do not put any fucking sugar inside this house. Well, except for sugar. I'm not going to go eat sugar, right? But I told her, don't bring anything inside for at least a week. Within 3 days, I stopped craving it completely. I wasn't addicted anymore. Now, your workout, it's simple. 3 times a week, pull ups and dips. Just copy this. You only need to work out 3 times a week. 3 sets of pull ups, 6 to 8 reps. Once you can do 8 reps for 3 sets, add weight, add 5 pounds, add 10 pounds. Go back down to 6 reps. Build yourself up to 8 reps. Once you can do that, add another 5, 10 pounds. Same thing with dips. But with dips, you can add, 10, 15. Well, with pull ups, actually, I recommend going 2.5 and 5 pounds so your body can adapt. Dips, 5 to 10 pounds. And the skills, you can practice them daily. Whenever you get a chance, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. Don't overdo it, but it helps. And when it comes to nutrition, high protein, high fat diet, 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's it. You do that, you lose the weight within 6 months. You'll achieve the skills that you want to achieve within the first year. I mean, I've only been doing this for 7 months, but I'm competing November 22 in a street lifting competition. I went from 3 pull ups in January to yesterday. I did a 115-pound pull up. 115 pounds in 7 months from 3 pull ups. Dips, I'm at 135 pounds. It's crazy what you're able to achieve once you lock in. And most guys start skinny, so they won't be able to achieve what I've been able to achieve. Since I started strong, the entire time as I was losing weight, I was getting stronger because I was dialed in on my nutrition. I was getting all my protein. I was getting more protein than I needed in. And that helped me not only maintain my muscle, I I think I lost like 3 pounds of muscle. Well, no, less. The entire in the last 7 months. Think about how crazy that is. I lost 45 pounds of weight, and the most muscle I lost was around 3 pounds. Now tell me anybody else that has done this. No, they haven't. And when it comes to cardio, by the way, I didn't know cardio. I didn't do any cardio at all. I regret it because I probably would have been shredded by now. But with zero cardio, I got here. I'd probably have a six pack if I did cardio, honestly. That's the only thing I wish I did, which I started incorporating nowadays. And for cardio, I just be 10,000 steps a day or something. Nothing crazy. Follow this system. And if you want me to build it out for you, just click the link in the description. 15-minute call, hop on, we'll figure out these problems, create that plan for you, and get you on your way. See you in the next one.